Question five: what do people need to be happy? What do I need to be happy? This is really a simple question for me. It's a very easy answer to my previous answer to question four. It kind of ties in with that. What do I need to be happy? I may want a lot of things in life, but what I need to be happy is for me to believe in myself, self belief. Everything else will stem from that. If I can have the world of money, I can have the best titles. If I don't believe in myself, then I'm not actually truly happy. I'm just putting on an act for the world. So, like I said, very easy question for me to answer. What I need to be happy. I need to continue to believe in myself, pick myself up when I feel down. That ultimately brings me happiness from inside out. So that's my answer, self belief.
So there were a few things that came to mind as I received this question, but I chose these three things as these are the three things that I honestly feel is the most important things people need to be happy. And the first thing, and I know this is going to sound like a cliche or what people usually um, say, but with everything going on in today's world, I honestly feel like people need God to be happy. They honestly need God. Um, Psalm 144 verse 15 says, "Happy are the people whose God is the Lord." And with everything going on, I honestly feel like for with all the crime and the violence going on, people need God. And then the other thing that came to mind for me was to I think people need to make the peace a priority. So people are choosing to walk around angry, and they choose to carry this weight on their shoulders, and they lose their peace because of it, because of people's opinions or what people has either said or done to them. And then the third thing, and this was one of the most important things for me as well, is to know their purpose in life. People are going through life, they're going with the flow, and they end up miserable and feeling stuck because they don't know or they choose not to know what their purpose is, what God wants them to do with their lives, and why He placed them on this earth. And those three things are really just the things that honestly feel people need to be happy. They honestly need those three things for me. That's my opinion.
The question is, what do people need to be happy? And in my opinion, this question really ties all the previous questions asked by Amanda, because we can really use those answers, or I can really use those answers to answer this one. However, I just want to answer this differently based on myself, because I don't like to generalize. So I'm just going to talk about what I need to be happy. And recently I've realized that um, I'm really in my mind, or I'm really constantly thinking down on myself. Um, I see myself in the worst way. I think I'm not good enough. I think I'm useless. I think I'm unsuccessful. I just don't see myself in a positive light, and that's honest truth. Like, that's the way I perceive myself. And it's not that I do it on purpose, it's just the way I think, you know? And it's like, if that changes, I'd be so much happier, because I'm the main reason why I'm very unhappy. Like, it's myself. Because I'm doing it to myself. It's not other people causing it. Um, and I hate that I do it to myself. Like, I can't blame anyone else. It's all on me. However, it does stem from a point where being the only child is like hectic. So it's like I have to do everything right once off. There's no time or place for mistakes ever. So I need to like get that job. Oh, I need to get those marks. I need to get this. I need to get that. So it puts so much pressure on me, and so I deal with that pressure. But when I feel like I'm not getting where I want to be personally for myself, I think I'm unsuccessful. I feel like I'm pointless. I feel like I'm useless, and it comes from me only, from my mind. And people that are depressed can agree that negative thoughts are the stem from that feeling. So I could be depressed, I don't know. But if I change my mind, getting where I want to be personally for myself, I think I'm unsuccessful. I feel like I'm pointless. I feel like I'm useless, and it comes from me only, from my mind. And people that are depressed can agree that negative thoughts are the stem from that feeling. So I could be depressed, I don't know. But if I change my mindset, if I see myself in a better light, if I believe in myself, if I see the potential other people see in me, I would totally be a better person. Honestly, I would be happier. I would just do more of the things I want to achieve and believe in myself completely. But I don't, because I don't see myself that way like other people do. So yeah, my answer is I need to change the way I think about myself, and that is what I need to be happy. Because right now I'm not, because of the way I think. Yeah.
So what do people need to be happy? If I can speak about my personal experience, I think you need to, well, you do need to like love yourself in order to be happy, and you need to be happy with yourself. I think what we need from other people is love and support. Um, and I guess it also kind of it's based off like what your relationship is with other people and how you see yourself. Because if you can't be happy with yourself, how are you going to be happy with the next person? And if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love the next person? I think in some cases people believe that material things like make them happy, but I guess it's also a place like where you come from or how you live your life. Like I grew up with a family, we didn't have much, but we love each other. We always there for each other, support each other, like no matter what. And I think that is why it's easier for me to give that to the next person because I know where it came from or how important it is, like for the next person or in a family. So I think based on my experience, because I have such a close knit family, it was easy to give love um, and to be happy with each other despite our downfalls. But I think personally, you have to be happy with yourself in order to be happy for anyone else.
So what people need to do to be happy is that they need to know who they are as a person, not who the world says they are. They need to find out who they are, find out their identity, and to be themselves. That's what it is to be happy, and also not to let what people say negatively about them to affect them.
What does people need in order to be happy? or what do I think people need to be happy? I think in order for people to be happy, or a person to be happy, you need to first know what happiness is, man. You need to first know what the meaning of happiness is and what happiness means to you in order for you to know what you need or what you need to do in order to be happy. But I feel like what people need to be happy is love. First and foremost, and very important, if not the most important ingredient of being happy, is love. Once you start realizing what love is, how to love yourself and how to love others, then you'll realize what happiness is. There's a lot of things that can make you happy, but once you have love, I think it's very difficult for you not to be happy. Yes, there can be circumstances surrounding any situation that can make you unhappy, but yet love, as long as you have that, as long as you have love, I feel that you can overcome a lot of things. I don't think there is a situation on earth that can like make you that unhappy if you have love. Because if you have love for yourself and you have love for others, that will make your heart happy. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I think love is what people need in order to be happy.